Hello, friends. I'd like to talk to you about a book I wrote, and this book about Advaita Vedanta, and the book is trying to make it easier for the aspirant to grasp and fully understand and actually imbue the whole idea of oneness or non-duality. So non-duality basically is Advaita, and my approach to it is the traditional Vedic way, not the New Age Advaita, or not New Age non-duality or Neo-Advaita. But having said that, it's not that important. The book basically is quoting some scriptures from Manyuka Upanishads and from other Vedic texts. But the whole idea is that the whole human experience is from infinity, basically experiencing the waking state, the waking world, and a dream state and a dream world, and a deep sleep. And of course, the Vedic text saying that the fourth state. The fourth state is basically when all these three states disappear, and then you're in ultimate reality and in oneness. Oneness is basically Brahman. So consider the fact that when you awake and experience in the world with all these trimmings in its functions and science and people and laws and metaphysics, and that's all too real, seeming to be very real to us. And if someone says that what I'm about to say is kind of far-fetched, but I'm asking for an open mind and to see if it's possibility maybe. So the dream state in the dream world is entering dream as a dream character, and you have things around you and other people and your other worlds, and you're experiencing things, and they also seem to be real sometimes. Sometimes you forget about them right away. Sometimes it's kind of vivid and stay with you for a couple of days. It happens to me. And deep sleep, of course, you're experiencing what you're experiencing is as close to Brahman as possible, and it's bliss, and it's just you're resting, and you're experiencing nothing external, but you're still aware of the fact that you're not experiencing anything, and it's also an awareness. So you're aware of not being aware. Now, let's go back to the idea of why philosophies and scientists and thinkers, all approach this non-duality and any kind of seeking for existence from approaching of the waking world and the waking state. And they have a bias, there's a waking state bias, which is quite a hindrance in many ways. And this is basically explained in a book that my book is based on, and it's a very old, ancient, very thick text. It's called Magic Jewel of Intuition. And Magic Jewel of Intuition is also, the subtitle is experiencing the tri-basic view of the three states. And it tells about all these things I'm telling you about, but it's written in a very archaic language. And that's the reason I thought about writing it a more modern, and a much shorter version. So the idea of the three states is that most conventional thinking is that the three states are sequential. So you dream, you wake up, and you dream again, and it all happens in a certain timeline. Well, the reality is that the time is basically in the states, and there's a different time in the dream state, there's a different time and space in the waking state, And you're basically, as an observer, the real you, I posit this, the real you is that your consciousness is external to it. And that's basically the subject. I mean, I'm sorry, that's a subject, and all these other things are objects. And I'm confusing this all the time, but basically, everything is an object that the witness, your consciousness observes, and all the states of the whole universe basically are just objects, and therefore there's no time and space outside of this, and so there are basically, when waking appears, then the dream is canceled, it disappears, it's no longer there. Now, the whole idea is that there's absolute reality. The whole three states just do not exist. They're not real. So that's the reason why there are only appearances. And as appearances, they basically come and go. And the scriptures say whatever comes and goes and transient, it cannot be real. The only thing is real, that what never changes. And what never changes is observer, is your real self. That your real self is basically Brahman, and it never changes, never ends, it never dies, it was never born. And it's a witnessing consciousness that experiences all these manifestations of waking, dream, and deep sleep. So this is what my book is about, and has a little bit more detail about it. But please consider reading it, and give me a holler about it, how you like it. And so God bless you. Namaste. Thank you.